Invasive species. An invasive species can be any kind of living organism like an amphibian, a plant, insect, fish, fungus, or bacteria, or even an organism, seeds or eggs, that is not native to an ecosystem and which causes harm. They can harm the environment, the economy, or even human health. Species that grow and reproduce quickly and spread aggressively with potential to cause harm are given the name of invasive. How do invasive species spread? Invasive species are primarily spread by human activities, often unintentionally. People and the goods we use travel around the world very quickly, and they often carry uninvited species with them. Ships. Ships can carry aquatic organisms in their ballast water. Wood products. Insects can get into the wood, shipping pallets and crates that are shipped around the world. Ornamental plants. Some ornamental plants can escape into the wild and become invasive. Pet trade. Some invasive species are intentionally or accidentally released pets.
Invasive species cause harm to wildlife in many ways. When a new and aggressive species is introduced into an ecosystem, it might not have any natural predators or controls. It can breed and spread quickly, taking over an area. One of the indirect threats of invasive species is exchanging food webs. Invasive species can exchange the food web in an ecosystem by destroying or replacing native food sources. The invasive species may provide little to no food value for wildlife.
So now I'm going to talk about some invasive species. The first is the kudzu, and the kudzu is native from Asia, but it was brought by USA in 1876 when it was featured as a hardy, fast-growing vine that could help to inhibit soil erosion. But when they say fast-growing, they mean to grow upwards of a foot per day in the right conditions, and since its introduction, kudzu has been spreading across the USA. The second species is the black rag, and this species originates in tropical Asia and has thrived in just every region of the world and has adapted very well to rural, urban, and suburban environments. The third species I'm going to talk is the Asian tiger mosquito. It is characterized by its distinctive black and white strip pattern, and it has quickly become one of the planet's most widely distributed animal species. It poses a distinct threat to populations worldwide, not only because it carries viruses like the dengue and West Nile, but because it tends to associate closely with humans and is not.
The best way to fight invasive species is to prevent them from occurring in the first place. You can help stop the introduction and spread of invasive species. Help protect native plants and animals by following these 6 easy guidelines. Number 1. Verify that the plants you are budding for your yard or garden are not invasive. Replace invasive plants in your garden with non-invasive alternatives. Number 2. When boating, clean your boat thoroughly before transporting it to a different body of water. Number 3. Clean your boots before you hike in a new area to get rid of hitchhiking with seeds and pathogens. Number 4. Don't pack a pest when traveling. Fruits and vegetables, plants, insects, and animals can carry pests or become invasive themselves. Number 5. Don't release aquarium fish and plants. Leave bait or other exotic animals into the wild. If you plan to own an exotic pet, do your research and plan ahead to make sure you can commit to looking after it. Number 6. Volunteer at your local park, refuge, or other wildlife area to help remove invasive species. Help educate others about the threat.
Now we will see an example of an Antarctic food web. Algae is the primary producer of the whole food web, giving direct energy to the herbivore krill. The krill then gives energy to the Adelie penguin, the crab-eater seal, the blue whale, and the herring, anchovies, and the squids. Then, the herring, anchovies, and the squids give energy to the Patagonian toothfish, the emperor penguin, the Weddell seal, and the rose seal. At the same time, the Adderley penguin and the crab-eater seal give energy to the leopard seal, and the blue whale gives energy to the killer whale. After that, the emperor penguin, the Weddell seal, the rose seal, and the Adderley penguin give energy to the leopard seal, and the rose seal gives energy to the killer whale. And finally, the leopard seal gives energy